You're going.
Okay. Hi, I'm Leah and I'll be doing the lunging lesson today. We have our beginner rider Leanne here with our horse Skip. It's going to be a beginner lunging lesson as well, so we're going to start off with just explaining a bit about lunging. We'll do a bit of the aims and what we're going to do in the lesson, a gear check, mounting. We'll do the lesson and see the progression with the walk, trot and canter, and then we'll do a dismount. Okay, so a bit about lunging, why we lunge a rider with the horse, a bit of balance as well, especially for beginner riders. It's super helpful to focus on themselves, their posture and what they're doing while they're on the horse, rather than concentrating on where they should be turning or where they need to be going. For advanced riders, it's building their independent seat while they're off the lunge as well. It's super helpful for when they're riding by themselves. Core strength as well, back strength, getting their shoulder, hip, heel in line, and getting their elbow, wrist to the bit as a line as well. Super easy for me to give them current feedback while they're doing it and fix it as it's happening. It's super good for improving their riding and things like that. I have side reins here. Would you prefer to ride with side reins or without?
I think let's go without with this horse.
Side reins will just connect at the bit to the saddle. It's for suppleness, getting the horse rounder and really improving their flexion and things while they're riding as well. But I'm going to give these to Luke because it's a beginner lesson. I'm not going to use them today. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of aims. We're going to go and do a warm-up. So we're going to try and get a 20-meter circle going. We're going to do a few laps of walk to warm up, trot and canter, and then we're going to do a little activity where we might put one of our arms out so we can practice our core strength and balance and keeping in the middle of the seat while we're riding. Okay, so we're going to do a gear check. So can I check your helmet, please?
Yes.
Make sure it's EA standard with that. Yes, perfect. And then when you do it up, your chin strap shouldn't be too tight, but it shouldn't be too loose where it's coming over your chin. Not choking us, but it's not going to be wobbling around on our head either. So if you really perfect. Okay, so I'm going to check your bridle and make sure all the straps are in their keepers and that nothing's too loose or going to fall off, and that the saddle, there's nothing that has tethers or nothing that would worry me if that would fall off or be dangerous when we're riding. And I'm going to check the girth to make sure it is tight, which it is. Okay, so if you want to put your reins over your head, over the horse's head, I mean. I will check that your stirrup is down on the other side. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to hold at the cheek strap just so I have a little bit of control. When you're ready, you can hop on. Okay, so I'm just going to get the lunge lead and the lunge whip. And I'm going to have the lunge whip under my arm just for the beginning because I'm unfamiliar with this rider on this horse in particular. So I don't know how much whip or how much aids they need from me. So I'm going to hold it here. And we're going to go to the left first. So I'm going to feed the lunge rein through the bit. I'm going to clip it onto the other side with the buckle facing away so it's not going to pinch or rub. And I'm going to lead the horse into the middle of the arena. And we're going to get the lesson started away from the block or any obstacles that might interfere. I'm going to start with a little walk warm-up just to get our horse and rider comfortable together and try and aim for a 20-meter circle. Feel should be good. Are you comfortable in riding now?
Walking around? Okay, yes, I'm good. I'm okay. Happy to walk.
Okay. Try and make a nice big circle, walking first, getting used to the paces. This is good for beginners as well, applying their aids and how much pressure they need, especially if it's a horse that they're not familiar with. So when we're riding as well, especially on a circle, making sure we're looking where we're going with our eyes and pointing where we want to go with our shoulders, and the horse's shoulders should follow underneath. Keeping a line between our shoulder, hip and heel. they just focus on themselves and the connection they have with the horse, and they can focus on their body position, how they're using their reins, and how much leg pressure they need, and everything like that. Alright, so we're going to try and ask you to trot on now. So when you're ready, easing. I'm sort of making a triangle with my body. The first line being the lunge rein. The second line being from my body or my second arm to the back of the horse. That's keeping a little bit of pressure on, but not too much. If they're a forward horse, you won't need that much pressure. If they're a slower horse, you might need to use it as well. So you're on the correct riding diagonal, which is another activity that you can use for beginner riders and even advanced riders to know where they are with the rising diagonals, because we're rising to the outside leg. When the outside leg goes forward, we stand up in our stirrup. And an activity you can use, which is safe on the lunge, is to close your eyes and feel which leg you're rising to, and if you need to change. All horses are different. Sometimes you can feel it, sometimes you can't. Sliding our outside leg back a few inches after the canter. I'm going to use my whip, but I'm not going to release the second half, just to sort of create my triangle again. Apply a little bit of pressure. Alright, when you're ready. Same as the trot, we can feel which leg they're on and get comfortable with the horse's movement. Ready to go into the opposite direction. So I'm going to change my lunge whip to the other side. I'm going to make our circle again, make it nice and easy. Horse doesn't have to pull to the inside. Keeping our leg pressure inside rein to outside leg, so they're nice and round for themselves. Rising in our right diagonal, which is great. And in the second half of your circle, whenever you're comfortable, you can take each side, slide your outside leg back to the canter. He's just striking off on the wrong leg, so send your toes in just a little bit. So clearly this horse has a favourite side. He likes to strike up on the left leg, which is okay, and something we can develop in the canter on the lunge as well. That's okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. Set and sliding our leg back, nice and tall. Every horse is going to be the same, so we're going to just walk on and give him a nice cool down because he's done some hard work. So even while you're walking there, if you want to put your reins in one hand and pop one arm out to the side, you sort of feel the horse's movement and feel the balance while keeping straight with our legs, applying a little bit of pressure to keep them walking. Just to practice our exercise with a bit of core balance, keeping our shoulders back and straight. You might need others. Knees and shoulders straight. Great job. Alright, you can have your hands back on the reins now. And when you're ready, you can come to a stop. Great job. Okay. I'm going to come and undo his lunge buckle. And then we can do a dismount. I'm going to hold him here if you're ready to pistol. And then reins over your head. And then sliding both your stirrups up. Fantastic job. Even when we don't get the right canter lead, it's okay. It's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to go smoothly, but we can work on that. This is obviously our first lesson as a beginner rider, so we're looking to develop that in our future lessons. But you did a fantastic job.
Okay.
Yeah, finished.